Hey guys, my name's Steve, and thanks for listening to my before and after story. I'd say before I really understood what it meant to know God, I lived a life of being legalistic. And what I mean by living a life of legalism was I often said that if I lived by the rules, if I did all the best church activity of all what a Christian man should do, that I am being right before God. And because of that thought, I often thought maybe I was more superior, or I often was judging or condemning other people that didn't even have the moral standards that I did, or maybe didn't live the way that I thought life should be. And I felt this tremendous pressure. I felt enslaved by you could say the law of living the perfect Christian life, being moral or trying to please other people or have the appearance of being perfect in front of other people and not letting people in on the things that I struggled with because I tried to set this achievement standard for myself to be above other people and live as a good Christian guy would live in a form of legalism. But I would say it wasn't until I really got to college that I knew that if I needed to progress in my walk with the Lord and understand who God was in my life, that I needed to understand one main thing. And He started really challenging me in my heart to figure out what that was. And when I finally realized it, it was because I realized that there's nothing in me that's better than other people. It was only because of God's love for me that He sent His Son Jesus to die on the cross for my sin, that's how I live a life for Him, for God. That's how I've been given the opportunity to love other people's because God loved me first, that He sent His Son to die for my sin. And that really took away a lot of pressure. And I would say the word that best describes that now is I feel free after understanding that knowledge about God. It was because I'm free from the pressure of trying to live a perfect moral life. I know that's going to be impossible. I'm free from the fact that I have to hold this standard to myself to look above other people and think that I'm superior over them. I'm free now to actually love people because I realize the things that I deal with are just the things that other people deal with, and the things that I struggle with are just like other people, and that we are all in the same boat, and that if we only can know Jesus Christ, that's how we can achieve a life worthy for God's purpose, and that's knowing Him and loving other people and loving Him and experiencing eternal life. And so that's a little bit about my story of how I really was set free from legalism, of understanding who Jesus was, that there's nothing that I could do to gain the superior feeling of who I was than to realize that I'm nothing, and that it's only because of Jesus and His love for me that He's given me an opportunity to live a life for Him and to bless other people too. If you're interested in knowing more about my story, I'd love for you to comment on this video. I'd love to get a chance to dialogue with you and tell you more about my story. And if you look under the hashtag before and after, WSU Before and After, you could hear more of these stories as well. Thanks.